Hello friends, I'm Cedric and I love classic men's style, and on today's video we are going to talk about my favorite clothing item, the waistcoat. In my opinion, the waistcoat is the most underrated item of clothing in the realm of classic men's style. A lot of people, when they think of classic men's style, they think about suits, they think about ties, they think about shirts, but they don't think about the waistcoat. A lot of people have the misconception that you can only wear a waistcoat with a suit. But in my opinion, the waistcoat is one of the most versatile items of clothing, just as versatile as a sports jacket or a blazer. And on today's video, I'm going to show you why. But before I show you how you can style a waistcoat in many different ways, we first have to talk about the waistcoat itself. This is probably the most classic type of waistcoat, the one that you will see most often. Single-breasted, 5 buttons, and has a pointed bottom edge. Most waistcoats have a strap at the back where you can tighten it. Some waistcoats have buttons at the back. The buttons don't work as well as the strap, but they look more aesthetically pleasing. On my right, we have a double-breasted waistcoat. You might have seen me wear it in my previous video. Double-breasted means that if I button it, which I will do now, and edit out with the magic of editing, you will see that the waistcoat has 2 rows of buttons. Now, a double-breasted waistcoat usually will have a flat bottom. A double-breasted waistcoat, no, that's actually everything about the double-breasted waistcoat. Another difference between the 2 waistcoats behind me is the lapel. This double-breasted waistcoat has a lapel, but this single-breasted waistcoat doesn't. Both a single-breasted and a double-breasted waistcoat can have one, and the lapel really just gives an extra detail. It tends to offer a bit more formality. When wearing a waistcoat, there is one thing you should pay attention to, and that is the way you button it. Just like a blazer, a suit jacket, or a sport coat, it looks better if you leave the button unbuttoned. They are designed to leave the button unbuttoned. Wow, that's a tongue twister. The button unbutton. For a waistcoat, you can button it. However, it won't look as good in my opinion, and I'll show you in a second. So now I am wearing a single-breasted jacket, and I left the button unbuttoned, as you can see right here. Now, if I were to button it, all of a sudden my belly, I do have a bit of a belly, my belly starts hanging over it. It actually buttons right underneath my belly. If I don't button it, you will see it goes down and it goes straight. And that is why I would suggest, even though it's technically okay to button the bottom waistcoat button, to just leave it unbuttoned. It gives a bit of nonchalance, more of, oops, I forgot to button the last button. Now back to my jacket, because I'm getting cold. So now that we've talked all about the waistcoat, let's talk about how to wear it. A lot of people will say there are 3 ways to wear a waistcoat. You can wear a 3-piece suit, where the waistcoat is part of the suit, an odd waistcoat, which means that you are wearing a suit and the waistcoat is a different fabric, a different color. And the third way they will say is to wear it with suit separates. I like to wear it with suit separates, mixing and matching suits and waistcoats underneath, but actually you can do so much more than that. One of my favorite ways to wear a waistcoat is just with a pair of chinos and a shirt, or a pair of chinos, a waistcoat, and a jacket. Something else I like to do, wear a waistcoat over a turtleneck. Now, it's pretty cold outside, so it's actually the perfect time to try this out. Use a very basic turtleneck. Try black, beige, or white. Another way I like to wear it is with jeans. just a waistcoat, a shirt, and jeans. Although you can really exchange the shirt for a turtleneck as well. You can wear a waistcoat without a jacket. I think it looks great. Whenever I wear a waistcoat without a jacket, I feel like a 19th century gentleman, where I'm like super suave and like the prince from a Disney story or something like that. It makes me feel very charming. This is something you see quite a lot. Like when celebrities wear waistcoats, they often don't wear anything on top of it. You don't necessarily have to match a waistcoat with a sport coat or a blazer or a suit jacket. You can also match it with a casual jacket. You can see this works. Now the only things you can't wear waistcoats with that you can wear sports jackets, blazers and suit jackets with is things without a collar. You can't wear a waistcoat with t-shirts or sweaters that aren't turtlenecks or polos. But as you can see, you can match it with so many things. And the coolest thing is, you can have so many combinations without a jacket, but to every single one of those combinations, you can add a jacket. In my opinion, it's one of the best items of clothing to layer with, because you can wear it as an outer layer, you can wear it as a mid layer, and you can wear it on top of a mid layer, but still under an outer layer. And that's what makes the waistcoat so versatile. It makes other outfits and other items of clothing more versatile. About the turtleneck. This is just you and me. I don't like the look of a turtleneck without anything on top. There's a lot of nothing. And that's also another reason why I like to wear a waistcoat. It adds complexity and interest to what otherwise might be boring. That's it for today. Hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you can see every one of my videos as soon as I upload them. Let me know what you want to see in the comments. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments as well. Thanks for watching. Button, button, unbuttoned. Wow, that's a tongue twister. The button, button, unbuttoned. The bottom button unbuttoned. Button, button, unbuttoned. And I left the button, button unbuttoned. Because you button the bottom button.